Okay, the Becker BK2 scale or handle modification video. Let's get a before. And yes, I did change the hardware to stainless steel and went ahead and used nylock nuts here so they won't back out on their own. No need for me to carry the Allen wrench or hex key or whatever you want to call it. That's very sharp. I'm not going to put my hand there. And there it is. That's super glue. Yeah, long story. Anyway, that's what it looks like now. This is a soldering iron that's very hot. And I'll be back here in a little bit. Okay. Wow. Okay. 2 hours later, and here's what we have. What you might call, I don't know if there's a trademark on this name. This isn't body armor, so I'm going to call it dragon skin. Looks kind of rough, and it is. It's actually sharp. Stippling. This is what it's called. It's not that big of a deal. Hang on. Stippling. All we're doing, the handles or the scales on this knife were extremely slick, and the Gregory handles, I thought about ordering them, but I hear it interferes with the sheath I like, so I decided I'd just experiment. This is the first time I've ever done this, and yes, very rough. In fact, so rough that the plastic, little shards of plastic there, can stick you pretty good. Let me see if I can get this in the light. Give you an idea of how you do this. Soldering iron, and I've let it cool down now. What we're going to do, and yes, it's actually more like 2.5 hours later, all we start doing is burning into the plastic over and over again in a straight line. It would be cooler to do it in a pattern, but you know, diagonal, whatever. I just did it in a straight line, then went right above it and staggered it all the way down, and you just keep doing that until you've pretty much covered most of the plastic. And then you flip it over. Hope this is in focus. And you start over filling in all the gaps until basically you don't have any shiny spots left. There's still a couple, and I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted to have something to grip to. Now, I've already kind of doctored this side up a little bit, and it's to the point now where it's usable. I had to go do some more touch up here, so what I'm going to do, this is pretty basic, not going for show quality here, not trying to impress anyone, just showing you what I'm doing to my knife. And the next step, as you can tell by the detritus, we're going to do some scraping. And what we're doing is we're knocking all the sharp edges and, you know, just basically breaking the little bits of melted plastic away. And it leaves us with still a rough surface, but nothing sharp enough to poke you and actually stick in your skin. So let me editing. I'll be back. Okay. Let me see if I can get this in a little bit better frame here. Okay, and again, all I did to knock the edges down is just scrape. Again, I'm not looking to impress anybody here. What I was just trying to do is get this knife to where I could hold on to it better. And, wow, I think I've achieved that. You're basically going to scrape this stuff, the little nubs and little spikes. There's going to be a few left over. Basically all you have to do, run your finger around the entire surface of the scales and just make sure there's nothing really, really sharp that could cut you. And wow, that is very, very grippy now. Much better. I don't know what it does to the overall look of the knife, but again, I bought this thing to use, and this will be a lot easier to grip and use, and I don't have to worry about it sliding out of my hand anymore. And yeah, I need to clean this. Yeah, and don't worry about, you know, there's some of these that are going to be higher than the others. They're going to wear down, so it'll wear to an even spot. And now, yeah, see, if you do this when you scrape, do it outside or over a trash can, not over, well, my photo studio here, kitchen counter. Okay, big question is, how does that affect the blade retention in the sheath? Well, it doesn't. If anything, it holds on to it a little bit better, mostly because I've artificially widened this portion of the scales, and of course that'll be the first part that's going to wear down, because whenever you unsheath the knife, it's putting a lot of pressure on these raised spots, and that's cool because I'm really not going to use those for much anyway. So there we go. That's what I've done to my knife, and it's real simple to do. Still haven't done anything else to this sheath, but it still works. Close the hasp, and well, I guess that's supposed to be in there. And yeah, maybe I could do something cool to the plastic on the sheath. I don't know, but there it is. I have plans on darkening those. I'm not sure how yet, but it's taken shape. There we are. All right, see you in the next one.